Welcome back. Today's episode is brought to you by the letter F.
So we found a beautiful anchorage in Southport for an overnight before we hit the docks to take a trip for Thanksgiving. We were there early and the only boat, so we broke out the drone to get some overhead pictures, although we haven't quite figured out the drone completely yet, so look for those in future episodes. We couldn't believe how beautiful this anchorage was, and we were there early enough to enjoy a cold drink on the deck and a great sunset. A few hours later, as low tide set in, it became apparent why we were the only sailboat in the anchorage. It came on slow, but as Ollie stood up later that evening and almost fell over, we realized we were hard aground. Beginner's luck, I guess, or beginner's unluck. Either way, no damage was done, but it made for an uncomfortable night of sleeping.
So we've made our trip to Florida and back and ready to head south again. We just provisioned and now we got to figure out where to put all this stuff. Put those like in the floor of the cockpit. Put them on the floor of the cockpit maybe? Here? Yeah. So they're not inside the... So this is what you do when it's really cold, actually snowing in North Carolina. We're motoring and the wind is just killing us, so you take a shower curtain and you attach it to your Bimini and Dodger to block the wind. It's working somewhat. I don't know how long it would last, but it's working for the moment. So today we're arriving at St. James Marina. This is in Southport, North Carolina. We have a couple friends that are also coming down the ICW on their Caliber sailboat, and they're finally catching up with us, and we're gonna hang out here for a few days and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Just trying to change a light bulb, huh? Is that how you do it?
Going good? Going good, yeah. All right.
So these are our friends Ron and Marisa. We met them about a year, maybe a year and a half ago. I think we met them at the Annapolis Boat Show. There was a Caliber meetup group, and we got together and we became friends. We even stayed at their home in the Baltimore area, and now we're traveling down to the Bahamas together. So it's really cool to experience this with these guys. They're so awesome. We're going to happy hour over at the Connors over there. October wind to go pick up our new friends on, what's the name of their boat? Riparian.
How about that? Just the way I planned it.
Are we late for happy hour? What time did it start? So when you're traveling down the ICW, a lot of times you are going for hours and hours with the same group of boats, whether behind you or in front of you. These three boats were chatting together on the VHF, and we all decided that we were going to anchor in the same place and have a little happy hour.
On the last day in the Chesapeake, Holly met a couple in the laundry room and failed to exchange names, but did catch a boat name. As luck would have it, a few days later, we witnessed that very boat pulling into a shared marina, and thus we met Dave and Holly. They became fast friends when we tried to anchor in the same anchorage location as they did. We got stuck firmly aground, but Dave brought his dinghy over and pushed us off.
Our chariot has arrived.
And then he came and picked us up for dinner. Awesome people, and although we've parted ways since, we know we'll meet up with them again and share more adventures. We can't wait.
So this is our friend Andrew Buck. Oh my gosh, what would we do without him? He has been a resource of so much information. He's provided us with all these books. He gives us emails and advice constantly. He has traveled this trip many times in the past, and he plans to do it again in the future. So hopefully one day we'll get to do this with him. Thank you, Andrew, for all of your support.
These are our friends Chris and Tiffany that we met on the docks in Maryland after noticing they were Indians fans. Then we found they had sailed from Lake Erie and were Buckeyes just like us. Another great thing, they own a business repairing yachts called Set Sail Yacht Services, and we could not have outfitted our boats without the help and their services. So they come highly recommended. Great friends certainly are good to have. Chris and Tiff got a head start on us on the journey south, but we caught up with them in Charleston. And although it was a day or two late for her birthday, we were able to take Tiffany out to a festival of lights and dinner. Charleston sure is a beautiful city, as are many of the locations that we've stopped at on this trip south. But the beauty of all these locations pales in comparison to the beauty of the friends and family that have supported us through this journey and life. Holly and I both feel the most important things in life are friends and family, and we certainly hope you are lucky and fortunate as we are to have wonderful people in both groups.